Guys, it's Rachel here with Senza Cane Corso, coming at you with another puppy video, although not the one that I would normally do. So this is Kimchi, but these are not Kimchi's babies. These are Saffron's babies, and this is only part of Saffron's litter. These are, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe I have 10 in here, but I could be wrong. I could have swore I had 10 in here. So Saffron had a litter, guess what, yesterday of 16 puppies, and every single one of them made it. I will say that one of them, or two of them, two of them I had to work on, but one of them was literally like she had it. She had it, and I didn't hear her. And so by the time that I came over, it was in the sack. It was still, it was gone. For all intents and purposes, it was dead. And it was actually getting not super cold, but it was definitely not like right out of the sack. And I considered whether or not to even try to work on it because, I don't want to bring a puppy back only for there to have been so much damage that ultimately it's just going to suffer and die. But I just thought, you know what? Everybody deserves a chance at life. And so I started working on it. Put that down. And anyway, I brought it back, which, mind you, those of you that have been watching me for a long time know that I've tried to work on puppies before, like on the live stream, and was unsuccessful. But I was using a different method. I was basically using a swing method. People will tell you to watch the head, hold the head and kind of swing. And I don't do that anymore. I don't think that that's effective. And the way that I do it, and I'll try to film it for you guys sometime, but I don't pay as much attention to the head anymore, or supporting the head. What I do is I hold the puppy downward, so head down, and I rub down the length of the body quickly and vigorously. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing hard enough to get everything out of the lungs, but I'm not pushing hard enough to break bone. But it is hard. And I do think that it's one of those things where there's a little intuition that has to come with it. But twice now, more than twice now, but twice now I've brought back puppies that really, for all intents and purposes, were gone. And it's one thing to bring a puppy back that just is barely maybe not breathing very well. It's another when they're stone cold, not there, and you literally you bring them back. Psst, quit! Don't you dare! Hold on a second. Sorry about that. I've got Lucy in, and she's trying to grab stuff she shouldn't. So anyway, you'll feel them take a breath. And you just have to kind of keep working on them after that, keep working on them, keep bringing, keep getting everything out of there. And you'll see like kind of foam come out of the nose. And you just have to keep suctioning that out. You do need the suction, but it isn't going to get what's in the lungs out. That comes from the hard rubbing, the vigorous hard rubbing, and the downward. It's very important that the head be down. And the head will be bouncing around, as I'm doing this. But I've had really great success with it, is all I can say. And I've even done it with puppies that are, like, already gone. Like, there's no negative effects that I have found. Puppy bones are very, very soft when they're this young. So it's not likely that you're going to really do any damage, at that time. And I haven't seen any. The only downside to putting puppies, and I want to help educate anybody who ever goes through this. The only downside to putting puppies on a mother that is not theirs is, one, sometimes the mothers, like Kimchi, for example, she will nurse these babies, And I will tell you, it did take me a little while to get her to not try to get up and to not, she wasn't aggressive, but she was very much like, these are not my babies. Look at him walking. Look at that. 24 hours old, already walking. So what I'll tell you is that her milk, this female's milk, her puppies are 3 weeks of age. And her milk is not the same milk. We would call this full milk. Is not the same milk that Saffron has right now. Saffron has colostrum right now. And as much as I wanted to keep all of these guys, I know. As much as I wanted to keep these guys on Saffron so that they get that colostrum, unfortunately, she just is 16 puppies is too many. And the reality is that they would have fallen behind. Many of them would have fallen behind. And in fact, originally I started with fewer puppies, and now I have more in here because some of them were starting to fall behind. So what I'll say is, because of the difference in the milk, it's a bit rich for these puppies. Now, I will say that sometimes in a litter, you'll still have that problem. You will still have puppies that will react negatively whenever a female's milk switches from colostrum to full milk. And you'll get very noisy puppies like this. They're doing a lot of crying. They're very uncomfortable. And that's simply because it's too rich for their tummies, and they don't have the gut bacteria to be able to handle it. However, the answer to that is you need to get some kefir. Really yogurt. I prefer goat kefir because it has way more probiotics. It has the most amount of probiotics. And what you'll do is you'll take a little syringe and you're just going to place it in their mouth. You don't want to shove it down their mouth. You don't want them to get a lot. You just put enough to put on their tongue, let them kind of play with it and swallow it down. And you can do that twice. And then in the next 24 hours, those beneficial bacteria are going to populate, and these puppies are going to be fine, and their poops are going to be good. Now, I will say that I noticed it pretty quickly, and so I've already given them their first dosage today. I'll probably give them another one in the morning, but they should be good by morning. And the way you can see that is in the color of the poop. You'll also notice that the poop will be kind of yellow, and then there'll be what looks like almost like curdled milk in there, little balls. And that is basically, Lucy, cut it out. And that is basically their body. It's a sign of malnutrition. Basically, the milk is not being absorbed properly, and so it's causing that. And that's fine. Like I said, we've got the kefir. We've already given them their first dose, and these guys will be good to go probably by morning. So even though they're being a little noisy right now, that's fine. It's part and process of the thing, and it's actually not uncommon even in regular litters where this is not the case, where the puppies have been moved. Another thing is she's not cleaning these puppies, which is fine. I'm here, and I'm cleaning them for her. And the way that you do that, or the way that I do it, is I will take a paper towels. You can take baby wipe, like wet baby wipes. You can take I wouldn't use a wet washcloth because really it gets pretty dirty, and it's better to just toss it out. But I just take a wet washcloth or a wet paper towel, preferably warm, and you just stimulate them down below. You're going to stimulate the urinary area and also the fecal area. Try to make sure you don't mix the two, and you're just going to whisk away the poop as they go and just make them go to the bathroom. Some of them don't have that problem. As you can see, there's a little bit of poop in there. Some of them have already gone on their own. But, you do want to make sure that you come in and that you're making sure that everybody's going to the bathroom. You'll typically know that needs to be done because they'll be a little noisy. So as they cry, what I do is I come over and I check them, like this blue one here that's being very noisy. I've already checked her multiple times. I've had her go to the bathroom multiple times. But ultimately, her problem is just that her stomach is uncomfortable. And And that's not going to go away until those beneficial bacteria have enough time to populate. So it's just, it's going to be loud for a little bit, and then she'll be fine. So hold on. Okay, so this is Saffron, and what we're going to do is move this puppy off of her yoni, because it doesn't realize that there's no milk in there. See if we can get him on there. Come on, right there. Lucy, get down. Okay. So, this is Saffron, and this is the rest of her litter. And they're doing good. As you can see, their bellies are not quite as large, and that's fine. Right now, she's got colostrum anyway, so it's very much about getting all of the benefits of colostrum in there, but it's not really a full milk. That will come in later. And come on, baby, right there. Right there. Sometimes they fight me on it. Alrighty. So the only thing that sucks for her in this moment is that the last time she had a litter, she had no milk. I don't know why, but she just didn't. Shh, Lucy, quit. And unfortunately, because she didn't have any milk, I had to take her puppies, and I had to give her puppies to Carrie, which honestly was really heartbreaking because, she really loves her puppies. She wanted her puppies, and I felt awful doing it to her because even though I recognized that that was in the best interest of the puppies, it's also equally heartbreaking for the mother. It's not her fault. There's nothing she can do about it, but it wasn't in. This time she's had better milk production. I will say that which is very common with a lot of dogs, is that not all of her, I have to be so careful about the words that I use on YouTube. It's so funny, but not all of her tatas are functional, but that's not uncommon. Typically the very first ones up here are not. The second ones usually are. Hers are like kind of there, but it's not great. I will say that I do have fenugreek in her food right now, but she's not particularly hungry right this second, which is fine. And she's probably a little bit scared of me coming in and taking these babies like I did last time. Plus, I did take half her litter. But she's doing pretty good with it, especially considering that they're being very noisy over there and she can hear them. She's doing very good with the fact that she does have babies. So I am going to allow her to have as many babies as she is capable of taking care of. It's very important to me that she gets to be a mom, that she gets to be with her babies. It's just one of those things. So I'm going to be keeping 2 puppies out of this litter. I did allow somebody to take the second pick female spot because they were looking for a good breed quality female for a male that they got from me, and they needed something that wasn't related. So, I'm fine with that. There are like a lot of babies in here. So, but her milk seems fine this time. These puppies are all fine. It's not uncommon for females to kind of, for some reason, struggle with milk on the very first litter. I don't know why, but it can happen. Carrie did the same thing, and then Carrie nursed her litter on her second litter. So, it is what it is, but it's something to just kind of be aware of. There are things that you can do. Oxytocin is a way of kind of helping boost production. And then, of course, you guys know my milk recipe as well. I should have, I don't know that I should have done it last time, but I could have done it last time. It's just that I already had a female that had pups just like this time with Kimchi. So it's easier for me to just put the puppies on a female that is got great production, and I don't have to sit here and kind of like constantly check, make sure everybody's good, make sure that they're, for example, she's not even particularly super hungry right now with that fenugreek, so it really wouldn't be much of a of a help if she's not even eating it. So it's less stressful for me to be able to just move them. But having said that, in this particular case, I pulled enough of them off of her that she should be able to provide milk for all of these guys. And I'm going to go ahead and let her keep them. And I'm going to try to boost up her natural production just to make sure. I mean, she's got good production anyway. It's not bad. It's just no dog. I don't know that no dog has enough, but it's extremely hard for a female to have enough milk for 16 puppies. That's just the reality of the situation. Luckily, I've got females that are all cycling together, so it made it much easier. So I'm feeling very happy because I don't even have any females that are pregnant right now, so I will get a 2-month break at the least, most likely more than that, before I'll even have to worry about having another litter. So I'm very excited about that. I could use the break after having all these females cycle at one time, which is exactly what happened to me in the summertime. All my females cycled at one time. The difference is that you could say I got lucky, or you could say I wasn't lucky, that a couple of my females did not get pregnant. 3 of them did not. So I wasn't as inundated as I am now at this time. But ended up being a benefit to me this time because, like I said, I have plenty of females to help out with this litter and kind of help share the load. So that's obviously a lot of a benefit. All of these babies are Grimm babies. These are Saffron and Grimm. As usual, anytime I breed Grimm, all I get are blacks and blues. And that's only if one of the parents, or I think both of the parents, need to carry the dilute gene. So anyway, excuse me. This litter is almost half male and half female. So if you're looking for a black puppy, if you're looking for a blue puppy, no matter whether it's male or female, I got you. I got you right now. Because Smurf also was bred to Grimm. I haven't videoed those puppies yet, but they're doing really good. They're very pretty. So definitely a time for blacks and blues. That's for sure. I've got literally multiple. I've got her. She's got blacks and blues. Nirvana has blacks and blues, although that litter is almost sold out. And then Bella Rose, she's got blacks and blues. She's got 10 females. And I think we've already got 1, 2, 3, I think 4 of them reserved already on the female side. I think I've got 2 males left. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Anyway, yep. So just thought I would share. Pretty wild, man. 16 puppies, but you know, she's doing good. She's on my blanket it's like a childhood blanket, but I can't even tell you how many litters have been born on it. So it works really well. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful to anybody that has to go through this themselves. While it is a slightly heartbreaking moment in the fact that I did have to take away some of her puppies, there is light in the tunnel in the fact that I did not have to take them all away. I really appreciate that. I hate having to do that. It was very sad to have to do that. Despite the fact that it is the right thing to put the puppies first to make sure that their needs are taken care of, I sympathize with the mother. And I hate having to do that. It's heartbreaking, and I don't like to do it. So if there's any way that I can possibly avoid it, that's exactly what I'll do. So anyway, hope you guys are having a good day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.